Hello! I'm going to do a reading for you today, and it's basically just going to be an energy reading. So I'm going to tune into your energy field and deliver messages from Spirit World to you. And I'm basically just going to let Spirit guide this reading, because I feel like that's oftentimes the most powerful way to work, is to just let what needs to come through. And I'm also going to be maybe asking a little bit around, what do you need to focus on right now? What do you need to focus on moving forwards? That kind of stuff. So definitely it's going to be like a guidance reading. So if that's what you're interested in, then stay tuned. Alright, so we have 3 groups, 3 selections, and I'm trying to mix the crystals up for you guys a bit, because I know I get the same ones a lot, but I'm going to invest in some more soon. Okay, so we have this amethyst. This amethyst crystal is group number 1. It's a beautiful one. Group number 1. Then we have group number 2. Is this, it's like an Australian quartz from like the earth. It's kind of almost like a ruby quartz. I don't know. This one, from the bush, was given to me. And then we have this milky quartz, which also has a bit of pink in it. Again, it's from the bush here in Australia. So yeah, this one's really powerful. Okay, so we have number 1, number 2, and number 3. So whichever crystal you feel drawn to, that's your reading. And I'm going to be using these, of course, this tarot deck, and we'll see what oracle cards I feel drawn to at the time. We'll just use them, and I'll show you before I use them, and let's get started with group number 1. Okay, so group number 1, this is your general energy reading and guidance around what you need to focus on at this time, that kind of thing. So, tuning into everyone who is going to be watching group number 1. Spirit, what would you like me to pass on at this time? I'm just going to make some space on my table here. And we'll see what comes through. Okay, so we have the, I'm going to pull back of the deck energy as well. We have Queen of Wands back of the deck. We have the 6 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Hilarious. Alright, so there is going to be some kind of, like, if you've been concerned about money, Spirit's saying, then don't be, because there's basically going to be this amount of like generosity coming your way, whether that's like some kind of an inheritance, or if you're just have been really good at saving money recently and like kind of being a bit more wise with your financial situation, then you're going to feel really rewarded by that coming up. And you're going to be able to invest your money back into something that you would like to be able to invest in. It's a very clear message. There's some amount of wealth, generosity, perhaps a gift, perhaps an inheritance is coming your way. There's going to be like, it's almost going to be like a bit of a surprise, a bit of like a friendly shock to the system, a good shock. And you're basically going to feel really, really guided to invest that into yourself, into some kind of, I'm hearing healing. Maybe you need to invest in getting a massage, or going to see a healer, or going to see a tarot reader. Something is indicated that you kind of reinvest that money back into yourself in some way, but also invest it into the future. Like this 6 of Pentacles is talking about like our ability to save money and our ability to kind of receive money as well. It's very much about receptivity. So if you sometimes struggle with receiving, you're very good at giving but not so good at receiving, then Spirit's saying there's going to be a shift happening for you very shortly, and you're going to feel quite abundant, and you're going to feel able to invest back into yourself, or invest into a longer term goal that you have. So like maybe starting a savings account and really putting money towards a trip, or towards buying a house, or towards, again, I'm hearing healing. I'm really hearing I'm really hearing healing. Healing, yeah. Okay, Spirit, I get it. So Spirit's saying like you can't use I don't have enough money as an excuse anymore. That's what she just said. So if that's like something you go to a lot, like, oh, I'd really like to do this, this, and this, but oh, I don't have enough money. You're about to have enough money, so you kind of can't hide behind that anymore, Spirit's saying. Not that you want to. And yeah, we have this Queen of Wands. So I think like there's going to be as well almost a renewal in your creative spark, Spirit says. There's going to be a creative renewal happening for you. I'm even hearing creative rebirth. So you're going to enter into a really new stage of your creativity, your art, your expression in the world, and you're going to really feel quite supported to do this at this time. If, again, money has been an issue for you recently and you've been feeling the scarcity, feeling like there's not enough, all of that sort of mindset stuff, then there's really going to be a massive shift happening for you, and Spirit's very much supporting you in this. And she would really like you to also invest in your creative expression, invest in your art, invest in like painting supplies, or invest in music equipment. Like there's something around investing in a longer term goal and a longer term like way of life, I'm hearing. So yeah, this is very positive, and I think Spirit's saying that to me, that for some of you this is going to be very comforting to hear, because you've been praying a lot, or you've been thinking about it a lot, because every thought is a prayer, guys, so keep that in mind. So Spirit's been hearing you, and Spirit wants to answer your prayers for you. Spirit always wants to answer our prayers and always wants to give us miracles, you know. So it's like she's been hearing you, she's saying, and she's gonna come return, like give you that return, give you that uplifting experience so that you can continue on your path. Because your art, she's saying, is very important to your life path. Your art is your path. Your art is your soul's purpose. So never give up on this, Spirit saying. This is who you are meant to be. This is what you are meant to be doing. If you've been having questions around what is my soul's purpose, your soul's purpose is to express your soul. That's it. Okay, let's do some more tarot. What does group number 1 need to focus on at this time? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Tower, and we've got the Fool. Alright. Okay, so, oh my god, the Tower. So something in your life has just been quite challenging for you. What would you like to say about the Spirit? She's showing me a lot of images, and it's been a lot of pain for you guys in group number 1. There's been a lot of worry. You felt like you haven't been able to just like rest assured that things will be taken care of, because things keep getting taken away, Spirit says. They keep getting ripped from you. It feels like that. Things keep being like, the rug feels like it's been pulled out from under you, and you're just like left sitting there on the floor with nothing. Or that's how you feel. That is how you feel. Spirit's acknowledging that feeling. It's really acknowledging that feeling for you. She's really, 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 really sending you that acknowledgement, because I think, yeah, she's saying you haven't felt recognized in this pain, or you haven't felt validated enough in this pain yet for you to be able to move forward. That's a really interesting message. So it's very interesting, because this Tower moment, where it's really acknowledging how painful it's been, but she's also showing you the blessing in it, because she has the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like your luck is about to shift. There's a massive turning point coming in your life where things are going to change for you really quickly, and they already are. The Tower card was like part of that initiation process, because something had to go so that this new beginning could be experienced. It's very similar to a reading I did on the weekend. The one I did when I was outside. It's interesting. So it's like this tower moment. Spirit's like asking you to surrender to the pain of that, surrender to whatever needs to come out, to not minimize it for yourself. She's saying, do not minimize this experience you've been having. You know, it's incredibly valid, okay? And basically, it's really, really, really important that you can acknowledge the pain and you can feel the extent of how painful it is and how painful it has been, so that you can recognize the opportunity inherent in this situation. Because we can't move forward unless we've gotten real about how painful something has been for us. Otherwise, we're just stagnant in that pain and we're like kind of immersed in it but also not feeling it. It's like the worst place to be. I've been there 1,000 million times. But it's like sometimes we just want to like skip straight to this renewal and into something new, but it's like it's not going to happen. It's going to happen in divine timing regardless, but it's also not going to happen until you've really felt that pain so that it can naturally kind of evolve, you know, like so that the pain can alchemize into something else. So yeah, Spirit's really acknowledging your pain, but she's also really gently encouraging you to take a look at what maybe this is offering you. What else could this be, you know, offering you at this time? Like, is it like there's a shift in luck happening, Spirit's saying. Your luck is shifting, your life is changing. There's going to be this turning point in your life where things really like, and this was the start of it. Things had to go so that you could have the space for this shift to happen so that you can experience this new beginning. And the Fool is also about like, it's a new beginning, but it's more than that. It's also kind of about surrendering to your true path and feeling like free. It's about feeling free to express yourself creatively because of this Queen of Wands, feeling free to follow a creative path that you haven't felt free to follow in the past, feeling free to receive blessings, because this Wheel of Fortune is associated with Jupiter, which is really associated with like expansion and things coming to us. Like we can, a lot to do with the receptivity in this reading I'm picking up for you. Like there needs to be this shift within yourself of how much you're willing to receive. And I think that was really linked with you with this Tower card experience that you've just been through, because I think there was like some block for you around receiving. So you were kind of like trying to push forwards, but in a really unsustainable way. You're trying to kind of do everything alone and you really just weren't feeling supported, Spirit saying, by people in your life and also by the universe. Spirit would like you to move forward feeling like you're lucky and like you're able to receive blessings and that you deserve that. Spirit would like you to know that you deserve that. You deserve a fresh start. You deserve to build your life around yourself in a way that feels supportive, easeful, balanced, and expressive. Like allow yourself to follow the path that feels like it offers you the most joy. That's what Spirit's saying. Follow the path that offers you the most joy. And if you're like, oh, I don't know, which one is that? Whatever feels most joyful to you right in this moment, that's enough, you know? And you can, the thing when we follow our joy is that, okay, it's going to take us in different directions, isn't it? It's not going to necessarily mean that we're on a straight like line the whole time. And that's part of like the wisdom of following our joy, is that we get taken around a bit, you know? Spirit would like you to surrender to that process, surrender to that ability to feel like, you know, you deserve to follow your joy and you deserve to be happy and you deserve to create art, you know, and you deserve to invest in yourself and you deserve to receive wealth and generosity and money from the universe and from, you know, like it's a double message for you. It's like you need to receive support from like people currently in your life, and you also need to receive support from like spirit world, from spirit, from your spirit guides, from angels, because they're all around you, and yet there's a block around self-worth there for you. And I get this so intensely because I get it. Okay, I really do. All right, we're going to do some goddess oracle cards. And we're basically going to ask Spirit, let me just get reorganized. Basically going to ask Spirit, like, what would be good for you to focus on? Oh my God, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. Yes, you are. And this is totally to do with your art. You know, and your art can be a healing gift. It doesn't have to, like, there's so much that is encompassed under the label of art. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's actually so much in this. Spirit's just asking you to focus on how, you know, you are a medicine woman or man, how you are healing people. Like, I think that's going to really help your self-worth. Yeah, the Spirit's saying yes, it's going to help your self-worth if you can focus on how you're a healer, how you help other people, and how you channel from the divine. Whether that's to validate your art, whether that's to validate following your joy, whatever it is, your joy is going to help others. It's not just for you. It's not a selfish thing to do, Spirit says. Because I'm hearing that you're incredibly loving and giving, and you have trouble receiving. And that's why if you focus on how it's helping other people, maybe it'll help you get on that path for your own self. You know what I mean? All right. What else does group number 1 need to focus on moving forward? Okay, we got cycles and rhythms. So this card talks basically about, well, it says, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Yeah, so just like honor that after this tower period in your life, like maybe you are feeling lower energy, maybe you do feel like you need to sleep more or rest more, or you don't feel that inspired or whatever. That's okay, you know, Spirit's saying that's fine. Just allow that. It's like surrendering to the death so that we can be reborn. It's a really challenging process, I understand, but it's always going to be there in life for us. You know, it's something inherent to life. We're always going to have to learn how to let go of something that's very painful for us to do so that something new can be born, you know. Death and birth, it's like the same thing, inherent in the same thing, you know. So it's Spirit saying with this card, just like allow yourself to rest. It's fine if you feel tired. It's fine if you feel uninspired. I'm sure you would be after a tower moment, you know. We're not feeling like, sometimes we can access pain and create beautiful art through that pain and like as a way of alchemizing it in a way. But Spirit's saying it's fine if you're not there yet. Just give yourself time. Listen to the wisdom of your energy levels. Okay, I'm going to do some Gaia. This Gaia deck. And basically just, this one wanted to come out. And this one. Alright. We got the message, positive news, positive outcome. I knew it. It's so like, there's so much positivity coming your way, and it's so hard to see, understand after a tower experience in your life. You're like, what the heck? Where is this coming? But it's coming. We got the Wheel of Fortune. This is luck. We got like all of these pentacles. We got the Fool. We got the Queen of Wands. Like, there's so much beauty, and I'm hearing easefulness coming to you. There's so much easefulness coming to you. So trust that. Positive news, positive outcome. This is a message straight from your spirit guide. Check it out. And we have Sacred Heart, passion, love, and spiritual communion. All right, let's do a couple. This is maybe indicating a love situation. So let's do a couple of angel cards around like your love life and seeing whether... what's going on in your love life? Remember these guys? I've got a hole in my top. Oops. Alright, what's going on in group number 1's love life? Because this Sacred Heart card is very suggestive to me. Passion, love, and spiritual communion. It's like, where though? Alright. This one. Body care. Can you clarify, Spirit, can you clarify group number 1's love situation? Or is this about self-love? Listening. Alright. I think this is about loving your own self. because we have body care and we have like Sacred Heart and Passion and Love and Spiritual Communion. So I think it's like some self-care is indicated, some self-love work, and also to really listen to yourself. Listen to your own heart. You know, don't listen to the opinions of other people right now, especially if you feel like really drained and you don't, you know, listen to yourself. Don't listen to other people if they're like, oh, you need to get back out there and jump back on that horse. It's like, no, rest. Stay in bed if you want to. Who cares? Just do what you want to do, you know? And like, listen to your body, because there's so much wisdom in your body, and what your body is asking you to do at any one time. Pretty much what you need to be doing, you know? It's like, doesn't get much, we don't have to make things so complicated, Spirit's saying. Like, also, this card is indicating that it's a good time to express yourself. Third ear and throat chakra is indicated with this blue. There's some amount of like needing to almost, love yourself, self-care enough that you feel able to like just listen to your own intuition and trust the messages that you're receiving at any one time. Alright, thank you group 1. I hope that reading resonated with you on some level. It was a joy to channel for you, and I'll see you real soon, okay? Okay. Group number 2, let's do it. Is this one for you? Yeah, what's this one? Alright, so what messages does Spirit have for you today? Maybe a little bit around what's going on, what you need to focus on. We'll draw a couple cards for love and see, you know, what's going on in that. Alright, so we have the King of Swords and Justice, the Seven of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, Justice, the Seven of Cups, the King of Swords. We'll read reversed and upright, I guess. Alright, I'm seeing something. So I'm seeing that, because this one, I like held it up in reverse, it's a little wink from Spirit to read it a little bit differently to how I might if it came out upright. I don't hugely do reversals, but they do have messages inherent in them anyway. Okay, so I'm seeing that you're not seeing how much of a leader you are. You're not seeing, because the Seven of Cups talks about illusions. And what we aren't seeing, basically. So you're not seeing how wise you are, especially with your words, because the Suit of Swords is about communication and how we communicate. And I'm seeing you're a really, really strong communicator, and that you need to really trust that in yourself, and not kind of like, I'm hearing that you had maybe like people put you down or something when you were a kid for how you spoke, or people were like dismissive of your abilities. I'm hearing there were people in your family that were envious actually of your voice, what your voice held. Not even necessarily what it is that you said, but maybe even more so like the truth that your voice carried, almost like it threatened people, and so you shut that down for yourself to some extent. And I'm really feeling how painful that's been for you, and it's still very painful for you. The pain of not feeling like you could speak your truth, and the pain of like shutting down your power. I'm hearing you shut down your power to some extent to appease people in your life feeling threatened by it. And you know what? That is an act of power in itself. The ability to shut that down. So it's like Spirit's saying honor the wisdom of what you had to do at the time. Honor that, and honor the pain. Honor both. Because I'm hearing this started in your childhood, and so it's like recently it's been coming up again for you. around, oh, I really want to find my voice and express myself and express truth and feel like a leader and feel like I'm an authority on things, which you are. So it's time to examine the illusion of why you thought you weren't that in the first place. And I'm telling you, it's in your childhood. Cheat sheet, go back to your childhood. Like, that's where it's going to lie. And, you know, the Seven of Cups also talks about, like, we're not seeing something clearly, we're not seeing it clearly. So it's like, you're not seeing that you're actually this King of Swords upright. That's who you are. You're a leader, you're an authority, you're truthful, your voice has power. Yeah, okay, sometimes people don't like it when we speak the truth. Sometimes people don't like it when our voice has power and it has authority to it and we express ourselves and we stand strong in that. But that's just who you are and it's a gift. The world needs it. Okay, sometimes the world's not going to like it. You're going to come across people like you already have in your history that, you know, feel threatened by the amount of power you have in your voice, but that's not a reason to shut it out, Spirit's saying. That's not a reason to not use it, because you were given that for a reason. It's part of your divine purpose in life, actually, and I'm hearing disruptor. You are a bit of a disruptor, which is beautiful. It's so beautiful. We need more disruptors in the world. We just do. It's super like, yeah, you're just like, you're so powerful. Like, you're so powerful. I'm feeling your power, and it's like you're just not seeing that for yourself. Or you are, but you're still questioning it, or you aren't, but you're like, I know there's something more that I'm here to do, Yes, there's more for you to do. And you're really, really, really hardworking. You're so hardworking, and you also need to validate that for yourself, Spirit saying. Spirit's also got a message around, like, you're going to experience justice for whatever the illusion was caused by initially. Whatever caused you to dim your light, whatever caused you to shut down your power and your truth, there's going to be justice served. And that's not like in a mean way where someone's out to get whoever got you. Like, no, it's just that there's going to be justice, like, within your own self. You're going to recognize the truth of what happened, and you're going to feel really, like, renewed by that. You're going to feel really like, oh, that was what was going on, you know? Because I'm hearing that you blamed yourself a lot. Ever since you were a child, you were like, there's something wrong with me. And that Spirit's saying, no, there's nothing wrong with you at all. There's really nothing wrong. You just need to re-examine what actually went down and experience justice for that, so that you yourself can move forward in a new way, owning your power and owning your gifts, you know? Feeling like, because this is also talking about, justice also talks about, like, cause and effect, you know? Everything we do and say has an impact on everything, you know? And so there's going to be this balancing of the scales with your power, with your leadership, you know? And maybe that means because you've not stepped into that, or you haven't felt able to access that because it was necessary for you to shut that down at some level as a child, there's going to be this rebalancing of it where it kind of whooshes up again. It really surges back into you, and you're really, like, propelled. You ascend really quickly, Spirit saying. So it's like, just know that this is coming to you. It's genuinely coming your way. And it's going to feel like very, very, you're going to really receive it really well. You know, there's nothing to fear, Spirit says. You're not going to fail. You're going to be fine. Because it's justice, because it's balanced, and because it's just simply time, Spirit saying. It's simply time. Wow. Amazing. Truly amazing. Your energy is truly, truly powerful. Truly powerful. All right, let's do some more. Okay, so we have Death, the Four of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Death, Four of Swords, Seven of Swords. Interesting. So I'm getting a message that there's some amount of like, in order for you to really step into this king, which you are a king, there needs to be this amount of reflection, like I was talking about with the Seven of Cups, like reflecting on what was an illusion and what was actually true for you. So with this Four of Swords, it talks about how can you reflect on something that's happened and really get distance from it and really see it in a new way, see it in a new light, see it from the truth, not through the eyes of the illusion, you know, and the necessary illusion you had to experience as a child, you know. This is a very clear message for you guys. And there's going to be justice with that, for real. There's also a message here around seeing clearly any deception that's happening in your life. Maybe that's from you, maybe that's from people deceiving you. Maybe that's you deceiving yourself, you trying to deceive others. It doesn't matter, and there's no need to judge yourself or others. It's simply to look at that, recognize that, contemplate it, meditate on it, and think, yeah, actually I'm done. I'm done with that. I'm done with lying, I'm done with hiding, or I'm done with liars. And there's a very timely death happening for you, and not death as in transformation. Death simply, to me, this card is just the transformation card, you know. It's not death, but it's not scary. It's very, very joyful, honestly. Yes, okay, it can be very painful while you're going through it, but it's less painful than living under the illusion, you know. It's way less painful than that. At least it's true. At least it's true. This is about lies. At least it's true. So it's time for the lies to die, whatever they are, whether that's your illusion to you not being powerful, or the lie you're telling yourself of like, oh, my voice isn't worthy, something around that. No, it's not true. It's a lie. You're telling yourself a lie, or other people have lied to you because they were threatened by your power. It's time for that to go, Spirit's saying, because there's so much waiting for you. Oh my God, there's so much waiting for you when you can surrender to that death process, really let it go. Just feel carried by the universe again. And it's like, that might take a little while to integrate, and that's okay. That's so okay. You know, it's okay for that to take a bit of time. Spirit's saying that just be so gentle with yourself with this process of death, of transformation, and allow that to take as long as it needs to, so that it's grounded. Spirit says ground yourself at this time as much as you can, and seek as much distance as you can from any situation that you're in or anything that you are seeking to transform. Okay, very, very clear messages and very beautiful messages from Spirit. So let's do these goddess guidance cards around. What do you need to focus on, group 2? What do you need to focus on at this time? Apart from all that stuff I just told you, what else do you need to focus on? It might be similar. We'll see what comes through. Spirit, what guidance do you have for group number 1? What do they need to focus on? I mean, group number 2. Sorry. Okay, we have sacred space and we have bodies of water. Okay, so it says, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. I think this is really talking about grounding yourself, kind of like what I was saying with the death or the transformation process. Spirit saying, yeah, stay grounded as much as you can. Try and ground the cosmic energy that's coursing through you. You're going to have, Spirit saying, a very like rebirth in your creativity, and it's going to feel extremely powerful as it comes through you, because you're going to be channeling divine creativity through you. So ground yourself as much as you can so that you can bring through that as much of that cosmic energy as your body can handle, as your nervous system can withstand. And as much as you can, you know, go and cleanse yourself. Even if this is just having a shower, because water is so cleansing. Sometimes, you know, if you don't have a bath, have a shower. Just like get energy off of you, you know? Like sometimes we just need to reset. And so this card says spend time near water such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Yes. If this is available to you, go to the beach, go to a waterfall, go to the river, go to a creek or a lake or any kind of little amount of water that's near you. Whatever it is, just like go there and receive spirit. Like spirit is the most with us when we're in nature. You know, she can come into us the most when we're there. And I'm telling you, it's going to really help you bring through this cosmic creativity that is literally already coming through you, but it's going to come through even more powerfully. All right, let's keep going. I think there's a little bit more to come through. I think we should do some Gaia around guidance for the next 2 weeks, we'll say, the next few weeks. Spirit hates it when I put any kind of too strict of a time frame on things, because she's like, come on, you know about time, come on. All right, we have evolution and eternal love. Wow. All right, let's check this out. Evolution, earth changes, climate change, and transformation. Oh my God, wasn't I saying transformation with this death card? You are transforming right now. Wow. And we also have eternal love, happiness, harmony, and fulfillment. Yeah, this is totally coming for you. And I'm even seeing a message. See this? Like, it almost looks a bit like DNA. And there's a rainbow and a sun, but it looks like DNA. I'm hearing a message from spirit that like even your DNA is shifting and evolving with this transformation. Like your very DNA is shifting. Like that's how deep this transformation is. So it's like, honor that, honor the depth of that, honor the depth of what you're really going through at this time. Let's do a few angel cards about your love life, because, you know, we've got to check in. All right, let's check in with your love life. A few cards to finish, Spirit, on guidance for group number 2's love situation, love connection. All right, we have, oh my God. Okay, we have serenity and romance. That's good, isn't it? So maybe your love life is like pretty stable right now, or maybe this is like totally a shock to you and you're like, Bridget, what are you talking about? There's romance in my love? No way. Okay, well then it's coming to you, and just be peaceful until it does. This is what these cards are saying. Like, just rest assured that it's coming your way. Love yourself first, and just like allow yourself to be at peace, you know? Allow yourself to be at peace as much as you possibly can. And maybe even if you feel like you can't be at peace in general, then just be at peace about love, your love life, and just know that everything is going to be coming to you at the perfect time where you're ready to receive. And I'm even getting a message around when this death transformation is really like anchored into your light body, into your spirit, then this romance can come forward. Okay? Thank you, group 2. I hope that reading resonated with you on some level, and it was truly a joy to channel that for you. So I really hope that helped you in some way, and I'll see you real soon, okay? Okay, group 3, sorry. Group number 3, your Milky Quartz has messages for you. Let's see what they are. All right, tuning in to everyone. Oh, my leg's going a bit long. All right, tuning in to everyone who chose group number 3. I'm not going to choose that back of the deck because it was a bit weird. Bit of a weird energy. All right, what does group number 3 need to know at this time? What's going on for them, Spirit? Where would you like to start? Let's go. Okay, we've got the Page of Wands, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. Taking this energy in. So I'm seeing a progression for you with your financial situation. There's a message, Spirit, saying around collaborating. You need to receive help. if you've been feeling like blocked or something around money or around your career, you've been feeling overwhelmed, Spirit's saying, by certain things you have to get done, then ask for help. Receive help from like physical people in your life and Spirit, but Spirit's mainly talking about actual humans now. Receive help from humans in your life, like whether that is family, friends, colleagues, even seeking out specialist advice or specialist services, even seeking out healing services, Spirit's saying. Like, just receive some help. You don't have to do this on your own, she's saying. That there are very important times in our life, she's saying, that we have to eventually, like, there are important phases of our life where we do things alone, and then there are certain phases in our life where we ask for help and we receive help. So it's kind of Spirit saying she'd like you to recognize that, you know, you're really good at the phases in your life where you have to do it alone, but you need to get better or allow yourself to receive the help of others when it's time, when it's timely, and that there's nothing to be ashamed of with asking for help. Spirit has a message that perhaps you didn't feel like you could ask for help when you're a child, and so that means that to ask for help now, it brings up the pain of your childhood of not feeling able to ask or speak up for yourself. Spirit says this is the healing medicine, though, for you, is to simply ask for help, to receive support, to allow yourself to be surprised by the love of people in your life, the ability for others to love you and to hold things for you, to carry some of your weight or your burdens. And that's really going to help you to become this Empress, because the Nine of Pentacles is talking about like a pre-Empress energy. So the Empress is all about our values, but it's also about abundance in the earthly realm. So this Nine of Pentacles is telling me you're working really hard right now, and that there's a lot of recognition coming in for you financially. There's a lot, like if you want to manifest abundance at this time, it's a perfect time to do that. Please call it in, Spirit's saying. And that if you're concerned about finances, then the way to move from that worry to the place of abundance is to ask for help. Because you have this Page of Wands, so there's a message here around like your creativity is like very important. Your creativity is your gift. Your creativity needs to be expressed into the world, and it's going to really help you to feel supported by Earth as well. Because when you feel in alignment with your like actual true calling in life, then you can really actually feel like you're in the flow of the universe, you're in the flow of the Earth's sort of currents and waves, and so you don't feel like isolated. You feel like you're meant to be here for a reason. You feel like you belong. You have a place in the world when you are creating. So Spirit says this is, you need to create. This is what you need to do. This is who you are. You're an artist. You're a creative, and to really surrender to that, and to really express that, and to really honor that about yourself, to love that about yourself. Spirit's asking you to fall in love with yourself, with this ability you have, because you're so enthusiastic, you're so explorative, you're so actually abundant in so many ways. And it's like, sometimes you just don't see that in yourself. Sometimes you don't honor that in yourself. Spirit would love you to just fall in love with yourself the way that everyone else that knows you is so in love with your spirit, so in love with your soul, so in love with the essence of who you are. Alright, we're going to do some more tarot. A little bit more guidance, Spirit, about what's going on for group 3 at this time. Ooh, you guys, this is so positive. Alright, so we've got the 5 and the 6 of Cups, which is really good because it's showing movement and progression. And we also have the World card and the High Priestess. So There's a lot of messages in this. I'm like, I need to get positioned to channel. Alright, so we basically have the Five of Cups and the Six of Cups is talking about there's something from your past. Ooh, there's a bug. There's something from your past that is like being held in your heart, Spirit says, but like not in a good way, like kind of like pain being held in your heart chakra. And that there needs to be an element of forgiving yourself. You need to forgive yourself for your history, all of it. Bless it all, forgive it all, love yourself for every decision you've ever made. Because right now you're feeling shame around some things. And you're not allowing yourself to move forward, to really expand because you feel ashamed of something or some things. Because people in your life made you feel ashamed of yourself as well in your childhood. And Spirit says this is okay. You know, it's so okay to feel shame. It's so okay to feel sometimes like small. It's okay to feel small. But you're not small, Spirit says. You're actually gigantic. And by gigantic, I just mean like the essence of who you are is massive. And it impacts things and it impacts the world. And it's like, there's this need for like something to kind of shift in your ability to forgive yourself. And also in your ability to like forgive, like to honor your inner child, because the message around, the shame is from when you were younger, even if it was like your teenage years, like really needing to forgive who you were at that time and to recognize that the choices you made were like absolutely the best you could do at the time, and that's enough. That's all we ever asked to do, is to just do our best at any time. And sure, we can look back and think, wow, at this point I would do this, and this totally differently, and I would make all these different choices, of course, but, you know, we didn't. We did what we did at the time, and that was enough, you know, that was all we could do. So it's like, you need to forgive your past self, and you really need to, like, be gentle with your inner child, and even, like, we have, like, almost like I'm hearing your inner teenager, you know? Like, there needs to be this forgiveness in that, and to not be so hard on yourself for choices you made, because, like, you were just doing the best you could, you know, and there's really nothing wrong with what you did either. Like, there's shame in you that making you tell yourself that it was wrong, that it was bad, and that you're a bad person because of it, but you're not. You're not a bad person. You just made a choice, or you did something. That's fine. You know what? We all make mistakes. Even though it's not even a mistake, Spirit's saying, because it got you to where you are right now. So that has to be a blessing almost. Like, see it as a blessing because you are where you are right now. And guess what? You're about to experience the whole world. You're about to really end a cycle, and it's going to feel incredibly fulfilling. There's going to be this like culmination energy happening for you, and it really is going to come after you embrace your intuitiveness, after you embrace I'm even hearing like psychic gifts or your sensitivity. There's some shift happening for you really, really shortly. It's coming for you, and it's going to feel like the most fulfilling experience of your entire life so far, and it's going to be the opening of a new chapter in your life that is going to bring you a lot of happiness and harmony, and it's going to be a lot of karmic loose ends tied up. And again, the way forward, Spirit's saying, is through this High Priestess energy. It's through acknowledging, like, the High Priestess is associated with the moon, so it's about acknowledging the cycles of the moon, acknowledging the cycles within our own nature that are responding to the cycles of the moon, such as, you know, the new moon and the full moon. Sometimes we feel like we're taking in nourishment. Sometimes we feel like we're integrating things. You know, there's so many different energies that are influencing us all the time, and Spirit's asking you to acknowledge that because you're incredibly sensitive to that anyway. So it's like really going to assist you as you move forward if you can just embrace that embrace how impacted you are by these things and really honor that, because it's actually so beautiful, because it shows how in attunement you are with Gaia, with Mother Earth, and with like you're in the flow. You're really in the flow of moon and earth energy. It's incredibly feminine. It's very beautiful to honor your femininity. There's so much beauty in who you are. Even if you're a man, honor your femininity. There's so much beauty in that. It's really the source of your creative power. And yes, if you can, as much as you can, look back to your childhood and to your life thus far, even Spirit's saying, to really bless it and to really move forward. To really move forward with forgiveness in your heart, forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for others, forgiveness for your family. By getting honest about how painful something is, that's like literally the most important aspect of forgiveness, is to get honest about the pain. Because otherwise, how can we release it? You know, we can't bypass the pain and go straight to like spiritual enlightenment. That's called a spiritual bypass, and that's really not good. There's a lot of people spiritually bypassing out there who are putting forward an image as a spiritual teacher, and yet they're actually sending a message that, you know, pain isn't normal, or that, you know, it's you just have to forgive something and then it's fine. It's like, yeah, forgiveness is, you know, all good and well, but it's like, it's going to take time, it's going to take healing, and it's going to take pain. Honestly, it takes feeling the pain to forgive. It does. That's how you do it. So it's like to honor that. And I think, you know, with this High Priestess card, Spirit's saying that she knows you already know this. She knows that you've already been becoming quite aware of this stuff. So it's like the more you embrace your knowing, your inner knowing, your inner I'm even hearing clairsentience, which is psychic feeling, claircognizance, psychic knowing. The more that you can really embrace that, the more that you are going to wrap up those karmic cycles that need to end so that you can move forward into a new one. And with this World card, it's going to bring you absolute fulfillment, joy, harmony, bliss, and really be the end of chaos in your life, Spirit says, for a time. Because chaos will always come back to us, won't it? It's just part of life. Okay, we're going to move to some oracle cards now, and we're going to ask Spirit for guidance for you moving forwards. We're going to do some goddess cards around what does group number 3 need to focus on moving forward, Spirit. Okay, we have home and we have fertility. So this says your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. And it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So that's really beautiful. And I think, yeah, that's really what I was really tuning into with this High Priestess and this Earth, is that it's like very fertile ground for you right now to really put forward your authenticity. And if you've been anxious about a home situation, Spirit's saying that it's being taken care of and that it's okay. And Spirit's also got a message that you might be in the next little while be reconsidering the meaning of home for yourself and really finding home inside of yourself. Let's do some Gaia cards, asking a similar question around like what is coming for you, group 3, in the next little while. We have Tree of Life and Healing. Can you see that? It's a little bit, oh yeah. So healing, reconnecting with your true nature. Yeah, expressing your authenticity, exactly. And your creativity as well. Absolutely, your creativity. Because yeah, this is 33. So you might be a master number 33 in your life path. But that 3 to me, like 3 in numerology is around creativity and expressing ourselves and playfulness and fun and joyfulness, you know. So that's the healing remedy for you. Maybe trying to be more playful and experience more joy in your everyday life, and to feel like you deserve healing, and you deserve joyfulness, and you deserve playfulness. Yes. Tree of Life, fertility. Haha, fertility. Fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. This is so beautiful because it's like the world. This is what the world is going to give you. This is what the world is going to offer you. Fertility, creativity, destiny, and magical blessings. You're a magical person as well, I'm hearing. So it's like, yeah, you're a very magical person. Honor this. And yeah, express your creativity. Really, really, really interesting how all your messages are kind of like interwoven with each other. Oh, okay, what is going on here? I'm trying to get my angel cards and they're all mixed up. Okay, so we're gonna do, to finish for you guys, we're gonna do a few cards around your love situation. We'll see if there's like anything going on in your love life, what you need to be aware of, and then we'll do a few around what you need to focus on moving forward in the next little while. Okay, so we got retreat and new beginnings. Cool. Okay, so for your love situation, maybe there needs to be like an element of you like spending a little bit more time alone in order for you to experience a new beginning. Like with that world card, it's definitely around transforming and like ending a cycle to and kind of like celebrating the end of a cycle as well. So it's like maybe you need to kind of like go inwards for a little bit and then experience that new beginning with someone or with someone new. There's going to be like, if you're like calling in love right now, then there's definitely someone coming your way. If you're in a relationship right now, then and you're feeling like things aren't going very smoothly, then the message from Spirit is around go into yourself, listen to yourself, in order for there to be this experience of things renewing within your connection. And then we'll do one more angel card about like just a keyword that you need to focus on moving forward at this time. Like what is like a keyword that can ground you moving forward? Okay, power. Wow. Yes. So good. Yeah, you're so powerful. Just own that. Own your power. And this is reminding me of red, which is our root chakra, our base chakra. So it's like ground yourself in your power as you move forward into this culmination of your life. As you renew a cycle, as you end a cycle, all of that goodness is coming to you. Own your power. Stand tall in your power. You are strong. You are stronger than you know. You're more powerful than you know as well. Wow. All right. Thank you, Group 3. That was truly a joy to channel, and I hope that it resonated with you on some level, and I'll see you real soon. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.